What are you doing, dude? High five. Welcome back as always, guys. Jet Scott here, and Dad, and Michael, who just wandered off into the garage working on the old compensator. And I was just unboxing a couple things we got from Jags. New fan clutch, freaking carburetor head. It's freaking awesome. Thank you, Rob. Actually just took delivery of this carburetor today for my selling stock, so oh yeah. I like the flavor of banana. It's a good flavor. But banana. Not Anna, banana. So Jezebel's having some cooling issues. She's running pretty steady at 230, and that's way too hot, especially for something with aluminum heads. So the first thing we're going to do is a $40 fan clutch from Raleigh. Made in USA, look at that. I got a rant about made in USA crap, but yeah, we got Jezebel's charging system all figured out, which you guys I've been filming that. We got it figured out. We got to relume everything, and big rainstorm last night, so there's rain everywhere. So I'm going to work on doing that, along with rebuilding a Dominator for a customer. And another thing we're working on is getting the hood scoop finally mounted to this, which you have not seen the scoop yet, but you will in a bit. Dad's going to redo the fuel lines a little bit, suck them in a little bit closer to the engine, because they're going to be really close to the scoop we picked out. And we're going to be working on this. So just give you guys little progress updates in between, in and out, all that fun jazz. What do you say about it, Dad?
Yep.
Famous words.
Yep.
So you say these fuel lines are done, and I ain't seen them yet, so.
They're done. I need a go, no go.
No go? Go, no go?
Like, you know, NASA.
Whoa, that's different.
You said you wanted different.
Wow. That is different.
Well, it clears the scoop.
Will it? I don't like that fuel block being up there like that.
Well, I don't.
Oh, this will all clear, so that's good.
I was thinking about putting a, you know, I figured if that's all right, I'll build me a bracket either off these two, coming up angle and over. I think would look cooler, or come straight across off these two that we had.
Could we maybe do these as a 45?
45?
As a 45 instead of that 90? A 45, because then everything would kind of lay down a little bit more.
It's already bent.
Well, we got plenty of line.
Talking about, I got to do something with this.
Yeah. A little sneak preview. Haha. Dad's making, I mean, just look at these beauties. We're hoping there's enough line there to actually make the flare, because that's gonna look, oh yeah, that's beautiful. Are you even looking at me?
Mm-hmm. Dad's testing out his hand as cameraman. He's getting too old to turn wrenches.
You got a hole in your shirt, buddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if Michael wouldn't have sprayed me with liquid ass, I would have my nicer shirt on instead of one of my holy shirts.
I sprayed your arm, not your shirt.
Now you got my shirt. I took my shirt off and I could smell it all over my shirt. Liquid ass.
That was pretty nasty. Where did you get that at?
Amazon.
Wow.
Right on camera.
And that was dead. Beautifully executed, Dad. You had good form. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. You just kind of struck that right pose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just kind of stand there and you're like, ooh, rumbly my tumbly. And then you kind of get that angle just right. It just erupts out.
Mm-hmm.
you had that going on.
Well, it's a cameraman thing.
That's why the cameraman.
Yeah, recoil. Recoil compensation.
Hey.
Okay, loom done.
I'm getting a shower out of that one.
So, I apologize everybody. I was gonna have Michael record the return trip home because we went and filled up Jezebel. But both of us were having too much fun. Michael, how was that ride?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I want to do it again.
If you guys ever watch John from Mad Scientist Garage, we had a issue. You can hear it, a real bad audible clicking sound, and that was the drive shaft safety loop was rubbing the drive shaft. So I welded that solid and I got to put it back on, and it's just gonna sit back here in Jezebel's trunk that is now a fish tank. That's okay. But that was a fun ride.
It was.
Yeah. Now I got to work on the hood scoop, but that's tomorrow. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, so before we close out for the day, I just wanted to show you one more beauty shot of these fuel lines. Just that's gorgeous. I thought the first set of fuel lines were freaking adorable, were just perfect, but god dang, look at those things. They're gorgeous. Daggone. Daggone, Dad. Daggone. Those are freaking cool. Those are picture worthy. So we're going to take some pictures. We're going to do some mocking up with a hood scoop that you cannot see because Michael is right there. You can see his arm. Just, yeah, see, there's his shirt right there.
There.
Yeah.
Is it hid? Am I fat enough?
Well, I can see your flannel, but yeah, we're going to work on that hopefully tomorrow maybe. But, yep. Oh, yeah, by the way, Rob, this is for you. Fan is working. We are at 190 degrees, so we don't need a new radiator, but we might buy a radiator anyways. And the thermostat. We don't need the thermostat either, but we're still going to put it in there. But sweet. Edge is running cool again, so. All right, let's play with the hood scoop. And we're back for day 2 of the Jezebel conundrum. Dad, you got to move. We got to get this. Look at those. Michael's in shorts. Look at this rare moment. Look at this rare moment. Michael never wears shorts, but he's cool, he said. But just, you see where his sock line is. He has no hair growing on his legs. I know we're just... Just show that strut, Michael. No?
No.
Oh, we got it on camera. He'll never wear shorts again, ever.
No.
You got to see those things in the light. Damn.
Let me put my sunglasses on.
I know. So, the scoop reveal. Dad, I was figuring you were going to model the scoop.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, you got the hand model thing going on. Oh, you got to pick it up and stuff. So, most people look at this thing and go, wow, that looks stupid. But the original idea was this is the front and we're going to put it like that. And it won't clear with the air cleaner because the way it indents on the sides, we want the indentions or it's either just a big stupid Chevy cowl. Now that would work, kinda. So the idea here is...
Maybe we just need 2 of them.
Yeah, no, here, hold this. All right, the screen should stay on. There you go. So basically what's got to happen is indention to indention of this scoop. only 10 inches wide. You come in here and you work the tape measure. Actually, it's less, it's 9.5. So the air cleaner itself is 11 3/8. So we need to, you know, widen this thing. And yeah, you can fiberglass, but we're gonna make it look really super cool. And we got some blue clear plexiglass that's 1/8 inch thick. So we're gonna slice this baby. Well, first we're gonna form the plexiglass to this shape. Then we're gonna slice this baby down the middle. And then, you know, add about a 5-inch strip, which will actually be 6 or 7 inches. So that way we got a flange on the inside to, you know, panel bond and whatever, adhere it to the fiberglass. And then the super cool happens when we cut the sides out and put plexiglass in there as well. So there won't be much scoop left, but I think it'll look really sweet. And this thing will be black. We're gonna repaint the hood to match it. But yeah, we wanna go with Jezebel's old flange here. It's about 21 inches. Yeah, just close to 21. So that would mean widening this baby with a 5-inch strip. So we need to cut a 6-inch strip out. That's this length. I think it'll look pretty sweet. And hopefully it looks pretty sweet because we're actually going to put this thing on like this.
Take your air
cleaner's
off.
off. Let me see. Make sure that's straight and square with the world. You walk around, Dad. Something in that respect. I'll do some trimming in the back, for sure. But it's got a good profile look to it. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick her up. I think it might look all right. I mean, when you consider the options of scoops we really have, there's not many good options. This might be an issue. You know, that'll be an issue. But that's kind of what we're gonna shoot for, and see what we can come up with. So stay tuned, guys. Check out our custom table we had to make, because every other surface in this garage is a table. This is our plexiglass, 1/8 inch thick, and it's blue, dark blue. So it all looks pretty good. So let's get to measuring out and all that fun jazz. All right, so we got our piece marked out here, 7 inches wide, 38 inches long, which is actually longer than we need, but it'll be fine. Gonna cut that out. Hopefully the jigsaw is gonna work. I think fine tooth would be the best way. I know, we just don't want a lot of heat because it's basically plastic and it will melt. So we'll give it a shot. See what we can do. All right, we got our strip cut. Wish us luck. This is gonna suck. Alright, well, we got this piece bent, and pretty daggone perfect. Pretty daggone perfect. Did a good job with that. That's sitting over here, and we were trying to measure out where we're going to cut the windows open, but I think it's going to be best just go ahead and slice this baby, and then we can lay the sides out and we can visualize our cuts on the windows. What do you say about that, Dad? Skinny McWhitelegs. Eventually he'll acknowledge the camera. Eventually.
Ignoring the camera.
What's wider, your shoes or your legs, Mike?
I don't know.
Good question. Okay. So we got this baby marked out pretty good. It's pretty close. It favors a little bit to this side over here, down there, but I think it'll be fine. It actually gets on that point almost perfect. This Speedway cheapo scoop is far from straight. I mean, we had a lot of inaccuracies on it. What do you expect for $85?
15th off of these 2 marks that Michael made.
Oh, really? Yeah, that'll be fine. Him and I ain't gonna really pick that up too bad, so we'll slice that baby, cut windows, and get to rolling.
And then order a new scoop.
And then order a new scoop when we destroy it, or we get more plexiglass. Staring at Michael's legs.
It's fucking sweating, man.
Just the lack of the hair that doesn't grow on there is just astounding.
You ever seen
There you go.
You ever seen a chicken that you're cutting up and ready to?
Chicken legs.
It's like a chicken.
He's all shy now. Michael will never wear those shorts again.
Kind of like his band costume.
Oh God, I gotta find that picture for you too. Alrighty, well, time for one update. Michael left, but there it is, kind of mocked up. We had to shorten the scoop considerably because the way the Charger hood does all this crazy stuff right there. It's about the width we have to add. Still in mock-up, kind of got a window kind of started, thinking about trying to get a good design. Love it or hate it, that's what it's gonna be. And by the way, just because the scoop protrudes onto the cow here does not mean it's gonna hit. We test fitted that. We had it originally all the way back to here, but a measurement got misplaced, and this was supposed to be about an inch longer. Yeah, shit happens. But there's where it's kind of sitting right now, so work on the windows, or I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Alrighty, so a lot of deliberation. Dad had some funky cool ideas about keeping it 70 seams, like a big teardrop, or rainbows, Maltese cross, or giant joint getting smoked by a man, but I was like, that might be a little complicated. But in the end, we're probably gonna settle for this, which, if you're a Mopar guy, you'll know what this is. It's a head gasket off a section of head gasket, and here's the rest of the head gasket. This is a steel Shim Hemi head gasket, 426, and you can tell because one, there's that hole there, which is not on a 440, it just does that, and these holes. And if you look real closely at the hole here, it's not round, it actually comes up into a peak right here where the intake valve is. So eagle-eyed viewers will know. And plus, this is a perfect 4 1/4 inch hole, or so it was. That's at the bore of the engine, so this is probably actually bigger. So we're gonna do 3 of these, boom boom boom, inch or so apart, and hope to God it works, because we're both getting tired, I know. So stay tuned. Well guys, just feast your eyes upon this rigging of extreme glory. You'll never see anything like this on TV with a fancy, $1 million host. Just admire the 2 1/2-inch drive ratchets balanced perfectly, holding down this one corner to perfection. Just take this in for a moment. And the seat clamp that's not doing anything other than holding weight. It's just fantastic. And this ratchet, well, it's there in reserve if we need it. But to show that, this stuff works, you watch this one in speedy footage. This bad boy is literally the perfect shape. We're not taking any of the paper off just yet. And we're just gonna cut the 3 holes right there, unless Dad comes up with something cooler like his Maltese cross, which would be cool, but not really. What? Rabbit? Oh! We have bunny rabbits, everybody. And they like the dart a lot. You probably can't see it. He just went underneath the dart. Well, we're out of carrots. We should have got some when we were at the store. But yeah, we'll cut those 3 big holes. And then when the scoop's painted black, we'll have these big bars here in between. That's strength, and might give us a little bit of something. But that literally fits in there perfectly. We got to trim that corner. And then we'll drill holes accordingly. We'll glue these in and then put pop rivets or something in there to hold those in. Same thing for mounting the scoop to the hood itself. So that's that. We're gonna let that one cool off, and then those will be done. We have our big strip that's done and ready. So tomorrow, which will be Monday, we'll be getting back to work on this, try and finish it up as soon as possible. So you guys got a video next week at some point. So hopefully the scoop doesn't look like crap, because this is a lot of work for crap. It might look like crap, but it's definitely gonna be funky 70s, that's for sure. So see you guys tomorrow probably. So I'll be drilling a hole. I'll be slice, and then run the saw all the way around, and then clean up the holes, and then do the other side, and this baby will be ready to start putting together. So hope you enjoy. Alrighty, well, we don't have much battery left, but these holes have been shaped properly. We now have both sides of the scoop done. Both plexiglasses are formed perfectly. So what I'm going to start doing is, we do have a notch right here for a hood tack, which does need to grow, but I'll work on that in a little bit. I'm going to start sanding these and prepping them, because I want to paint both sides in some sort of black first. And I got to fix some of this stuff from Speedway that's ugly. And do a little bit of body work, get these things looking pretty nice, and then we can worry about, you know, we're going to drill holes around here, and there's going to be pop rivets around each one to seal the plexiglass to this, along with a sealer that'll glue it in. And then when the top is on here, it'll be the same thing, sealer underneath, pop rivets, and then how it mounts to the hood will be the same way, sealer, pop rivets. Is it overkill? Yes, but I don't want to have to redo it. And I want it to be sealed up pretty good. I think it's going to look killer when it's done, because I took that side out and laid it up on the car, and I was like, dude, just dude, that looks good. Oh yeah. So love the idea of the 3 circles, and I have to find that Hemi head gasket piece and hang it on my wall. Use that more often. Yeah, don't mind these black lines. It's going to make these holes look like they're not perfectly round, because they're not perfectly round, but they're close enough for what we're doing. Nothing has to be perfect here, but looks pretty dang cool to me. And once these two halves are put together with the blue X-land down the center, and you got the windows, I think we're going to have a really freaking sweet scoop. So stay tuned. Already got our holes drilled, and there it is. I'm going to clean this paint up and everything, get this painted black tonight. And we just want to go ahead and do this. It's getting late, and well, Dad's got to work tomorrow. We still got to eat dinner and shit, so it's already over past 7. So just want to show you guys how we're doing this. We got one end clamped there, one end clamped here. Fortunately, the plexiglass is a little bit short, but there's nothing we could do about it. We brought these outer holes in a little bit. So we're going to be bolting these together with 8/32 stainless steel button head cap screws. And so that way it looks real nice, and they're stainless and yada yada yada. Then it'll be glued with epoxy all on the back side, because I don't believe in just one way of fastening it. And so we're going to be drilling these holes out through the plexiglass real cautiously, and then get it bolted together, make sure everything fits, take the plexiglass back off, maybe look at it a little bit, then take it back off, then paint it, yada yada, tomorrow. And then tomorrow we'll put the strip down the center, and she'll be done. Woohoo! Up for you. So yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, it'll be sitting on the car at such angle. I'm going to be painting this scoop black. That's my job for right now. Just wanted to give you guys a little update, and we'll put that away. So I'm going to paint these babies black, do a little more sanding on them after I painted the insides. Oh, I need to clean that up, but yep, gonna do that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we finish this baby up. Alrighty, we're back. Day 4 million. You know, 4 million, it's 4th million day, working on the scoop. Painted these babies last night. I put them in that ultra matte, and I just didn't like it, so I went ahead and did a gloss black, which it'll fade out and it'll start to match everything else. Of course, we're going to repaint the hood, so just wanted to get a quick coat of something on there. All the holes, like you've seen, all the holes are pre-drilled, everything's ready. I got all my hardware here. It's stainless steel, and I can't decide if I'm going to use a flat washer on the bolt itself or just on the lock nut. We're using Nylocks, and this stuff is tiny. 8/32 hardware. So I'm gonna get ready to glue in the inserts here. All right, this side was fairly successful. We had a crack form. It's not so groovy, right? Hard to see it. Oh, it's on this side. Right here. So I'm gonna fill that with epoxy, but we seam sealed all the way around the edge. And that's how we look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, oh, I got a bunch of fingerprints on this. So, while I'm getting ready to do this other side, I'm gonna do it in speedy footage for you. I'm also gonna fill that crack with epoxy, and hopefully we won't have any more issues out of that. If we do, well, we'll have to make new plates for the sides, which won't be such a big deal. So, enjoy, guys. Alrighty, well, this side is attached, seam sealed, epoxied in place. Filled one of our little mistake holes. No issues yet, knock on wood, and I got nothing. I gotta run. We gotta get this. We gotta get this. No issues so far. So that baby ought to look pretty good. When it turns out, we're gonna let the seam sealer dry for a few days. I wanted to avoid using seam sealer, but the epoxy, just things weren't forming 100% how we had them on the outside. Because we formed them on the outside, we should have done them on the inside, but that's hindsight. So, oh good lord, guys, you have no idea what it's been like. Literally, I've probably spent an hour just triple, quadruple checking measurements and jamming up to the Bee Gees and funky, good psychedelic 70s tunes and 60s tunes, you know, Pat Benatar and stuff like that, and it just wasn't working. So I swapped over to Godsmack, more modern stuff, and well, I'm not gonna say the music helped, but that first drill just had to make it happen. I got these first 3 done, and all I'm using is just a regular nut just to hold these together, and then I'll come back with the nylocks. I got stainless steel nylocks, stainless steel 8/32 bolts and everything. Yeah, literally you just got to go for it, you know, and hope for the best. These are 1/4 inch in, and then every 3 inches. So there'll be, so far I got 10 on that side, there'll be 10 on this side, and then what we're going to do in the back, since this is going to be sitting up on the cowl or hood area, we don't want this piece back here to actually be on that lip. So we're going to have to very carefully trim at some point right about in here, and like make that flush. You have to make like a transition. So that's kind of the plan there. But yeah, this is just extremely cautious work when you're drilling plexiglass, especially that close to the edge. You gotta go slow. You gotta go slow. I mean, just literally literally just variable speed drill, and about that fast. I mean, just barely on the trigger. And see, that's what happens when you drill slow. That's what happens when you just hammer it. So, not that you guys are probably gonna mess with plexiglass anytime soon. But and by the way, thank you, DJ Shay. At least that's what's said on your package. Well, I know we emailed each other, and you told me you had some Keystone center caps. Thank you, dude. We got 2 of them. They're the newer style. I wanted the older style, but you know what? Something's better than Krager, so we'll have to get those babies put on. My brother said he's got 2 as well. Hopefully they're the same ones. If not, we're gonna be a deep poop. But alrighty, guys, we're back. It is Friday, day of the live giveaway, and I'm running out of time because the giveaway's coming up, and we got stuff on the camera. That better not be another cracked lens. Oh, thank God it isn't. Okay, so working on the scoop. It's actually together all one piece. I can actually maneuver this thing. I've test fitted a couple 100 times. Looks pretty dang cool, let me tell you. But it's just temporary assembled right here with this plate. I got it marked with the epoxy and seam see where it needs to go. We went ahead and cut this piece free, and it's got a little dovetail action. It actually comes out and meets the rest of everything right there. But we got mama big crack right here that happened. It pissed me off, and then that guy happened when I bent that piece. Just not paying attention, messing around, screwed up. So we got our other piece of plexiglass out. What we're gonna do, just look how sturdy this bad boy is, and watch as it falls into a million pieces probably. So there's the scoop. This is back side, goes towards windshield. Front, big old open mouth, some gun. So we got this gap here, that 1/8 of an inch. It's not terrible, but we knew this was gonna be like this. So the idea here is take another piece of plexiglass, start about here, and then run it on top, and this will be double thickness that'll help support that big crack and that crack. And plus, it'll be extra sturdy. So we're gonna epoxy that in, but we gotta be able to form it. And that's the problem I've been running into, is how in the hell we're gonna form it, because the only pair of long jaw vice grips we got are these. Only one pair. And everywhere in the state of Kansas is requiring a mask, and well, we're not a bunch of pussies. So what I did was I took some aluminum and formed it on my leg to match this. And this would look pretty cool too. It's a filler piece instead of the plexiglass, in case the plexiglass don't work. Fill with aluminum. But I got that formed here. I got a piece that goes on the inside. Now I can just find a way to clamp it to meet this curve, because the rest of this is flat, so we can use flat aluminum for there. And we're not so worried about back here. This will all be epoxy and seam sealed together, and hopefully won't crack. So that's what I'm working on, and you guys don't get to see this thing mocked up until it's done. So stay tuned, guys. Alrighty guys, so 11th hour, and the secondary top is epoxied on. God, I hope that's enough weight. Little baby blower right there. It's clamped everywhere as much as we could. God, I hope that actually adheres. And you know, we scuffed it pretty good. I did a test to make sure the scuffing wasn't going to affect the visibility, and it's still pretty damn clear, just really dark. In fact, that one's already set. This epoxy here, this is like 5-minute epoxy, but it's supposed to be cure time in an hour, and it cures in like 20 minutes maybe. The problem with those 5-minute epoxies, they say it cures in 5 minutes. In reality, it's like 2 minutes. Always about half the time or less. So hopefully that's enough weight. Hopefully that adheres, because the last thing you want to have happen is the top of that scoop go whoop while you're driving. So see you guys tomorrow, another day. Wish me luck. Ha! Got mom! Ha! Ha!
Damn it!
You can't run away, mother.
Shit!
You can't run away. So we got the hood scoop done. The secondary top turned out pretty good. We got a bug living on there now. We got all our holes drilled. We got the hood scoop lined out where we want it. We're going to put seam sealer across the bottom all along it. That'll be kind of a glue and keep water from coming in there and whatnot. I'm going to set you guys up for speedy footage. We're going to screw this baby on and hope to God it don't crack, because we do have gaps over here. So we're going to start screwing it in the back and move the stress out that way versus starting this way and putting all the stress right here where it will break. So wish us luck. Mom. Ha! Ha ha ha. Alright, well, the scoop is mounted. We filled all these holes with screws and seam sealer. We could have welded it, but yeah, it's too much work. And it's seam sealed all the way around the scoop. It ain't perfect, but it will seal it. It's sealed underneath. We got 9 screws on either side, I believe, if I remember how to count, which I'm not going to promise nothing. So she's on there, and it does look pretty daggone wicked. Dad's scratching his back. Don't mind him. We're not going to close the hood until it's dried on there pretty good. I like it. We all like it. It's definitely one of a kind, that's for sure.
Chair.
Michael did take the chair. And the double thickness of plexiglass makes it a little darker, but it's fine. We're working on making a plug for it. And we'll cut this out, and I'm going to take probably some Flex Seal or something and paint one side of it, so that way it's got a rubber backing, so that way it is waterproof.
Would a belt knife work better?
Probably.
Well, I brought this guy out, Dad.
Well, that might work.
It's long. So we're going to try and get that cut out nicely and make a plug for that baby. Alrighty, guys. So been kind of an emotional day, if you can tell by the cardboard, and this video will come out before the vehicle. It's right there. You'll see this thing was up on jack stands, had to fix the reverse linkage because it broke off. So got that fixed. And oh, we'll just look at that. Look how pretty it is. And you see that scuff right there? That bad boy. Well, when we was doing the hood scoop, we upped the hood like this, so we had a little bit taller, more room to work. Which, by the way, now we got the car raised up. We raised the torsion bars up, so we have a little more ground clearance. It sits a little bit higher, but it's fine. But when we were doing the scoop, we had the hood up like this. We knew we had clearance back here because we had opened that a couple different times. But when I made these new lanyards to hold my hood pins, started trying to throw those things around and not lose track of them. I was trying to shut the hood and it wouldn't go much past there. Well, the air cleaner hits right where I showed you. Right now I had these little cork gaskets that seal the air cleaner to the carburetor, which I need to have, but literally they're like, oh, 1/8 of an inch thick. And that's literally all the clearance I need back here. And I bet you right now it is just barely touching right in there. But we're gonna change out the carb spacers from these big 1-inch aluminum ones, which I don't like, and we're gonna go to a phenolic wood 1/2 inch spacer. Those are on their way. I'll have to redo a little bit of the fuel line probably, but that'll make everything sit down lower. That'll give us more room to play with. But overall, I am very happy with how that hood scoop turned out. If anybody don't like it, well, the 318 that's in that tub, you can go play with it. But I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks pretty neat. I think it matches Jezebel pretty dang good. I know that tire's low. Don't be pointing that out to me. But I like it. Got a great silhouette. Looks cool. I like how it comes back onto the cow. And when you're driving, it's a really, really sweet look, let me tell you. In fact, I'll just show you. I'll just show you. Oh yeah. That's what you see. Of course, you could be right down the middle. Yep. This is a good view in Jezebel. You're right up my head. See the tack. See the other tack that doesn't work. It's not hooked up. Got a mean looking hood scoop. I love those angles in it. That looks cool. But this video is definitely way overdue. I did not plan on spending all week on this bad boy, but we did. I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, this is double thickness, so this is plenty strong. It's epoxied in. Of course, see some places where the epoxy didn't, you know, touch. The two pieces didn't touch, but it's fine. If that piece goes flying off in the wind one day, well, whatever. Still got a piece below it. But as always, guys, hope you enjoyed watching. And I really do, because I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's going to be a lot of editing. But I really hope you enjoyed it. And look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. So take care. Bye-bye.